Alright, so this is my limited ruler assault mode deck. The deck has changed a little bit. This is what I'm testing out now. I got the Spell Shattering Arrow for pendulum decks, so I can contend with them because I don't want to waste my assault mode effect. I'm trying to stop my opponent from being able to pendulum summon and whatnot. So I just use Spell Shattering Arrow for that. Use assault mode for anything else, and skill drain to negate effects. Right. So we got an extra element to the infamous power triangle, because normally I need assault mode, red screen, I need assault mode, red screen, and skill drain. That's 3 main cards I need to get on the field in order to have field advantage and to win the duel. If I don't get that combination, it can be hard to win, because that means my opponent's free to do anything, so they could make a comeback, they could defeat my deck, my strategy, right? Alright, so of course I got 3 stars: assault mode, Dragon, Tefnut. You can special summon them, summon a 2-star tuner, synchro into an 8-star like Stardust, of course, so you can make assault mode. Or you can summon a 1-star tuner and go into a Black Rose. You can special summon Tefnut, tribute to Tefnut, you special summon to summon another one, and then you can bring out Flame Veil Guard to make Black Rose if you need, or Galaxy Serpent, so you can make any 8-star synchro you need, like Stardust for example. Dragon Corseska, 1-star Dragon Tuner. It could be searched out by Tempest's banish effect. You could search it out by discarding Tempest with a wind type monster if you want, right? But typically, you want to, if you ever draw Stardust Assault Mode, you'll discard it with Tempest to get Tempest's effect. The typical target for Tempest's effect is Blaster, because you're trying to get the Dragon Rulers out. Blaster and Tempest are the common dragons in this deck, because they're the ones, when they get banished, they can get you something. Blaster gets banished, gets your Flame Veil Guard. If Tempest is banished, you get Dragon Corseska. Blaster is 2800. I like to use him a lot to take down stuff, so when I use Dragon Shrine, I send a Galaxy Serpent and then Blaster, and then I use Blaster for synchro summoning, for running over things. Second strongest is obviously Tidal. I use him for that. We got Assault Beast, helps you thin out the deck and gets you to assault mode activate as soon as possible, because you're trying to get to assault mode as quick as possible, right? And it works, since he's earth type, it works with Redux. So you could banish it to special summon Redux, or you can discard it with Redux to get the Monster Born effect, to bring back any of your fallen synchros. Right? You can also use it in combination, so that way you can get Redux onto the field, then banish 2 dragons to get another dragon on the field, and overlay and make Big Eye. So you can go into a rank 7 play. Or you could just set it up where you get Blaster and Tidal on the field and attack for game, right? Especially if you already have Stardust Assault Mode on the field. You just need to get 2 more dragons on the field in OTK. Dragon Shrine helps you get the dragons to the graveyard. I used to use Dragon Ravine before it got banned, of course. So Dragon Shrine, discard Galaxy Serpent, Blaster, or any other Dragon Rulers that you need, but the first one you typically do is Blaster. Spell Shattering Arrow, it burns, deals damage, it's good, makes your opponent weak, so you want to beat them as soon as possible. So this is great for tournament play, of course, and also it helps against pendulum monsters, because once your opponent sets up pendulum scale, you can use this to pop the scale and deal them 1000 damage. self-explanatory, basically, right? Also good to use it against soul charge, because you'll burn your point for 500 when you chain it to the soul charge, and that will reduce the chances of them being able to pay for something. Typically, you want to use it when, let's say, they had 2,500 life points. Clearly, they were going to spend 2,000 to bring out 2 monsters and make some type of play. But if you use this, they'll have only 2,000 left, so they can't pay 2,000 without killing themselves. So they can only do one monster. They can only do one monster, or should only do one monster if they don't want to lose. So this is good against that, in case you want to reduce the possibility of them doing something. MST, red screen, staples, you know what to do with them. Skill drain shuts down a lot of decks. This deck can play under, of course. Colossal Fighter, Stardust. Can work under it, and Stardust Assault Mode as well can work under there. Also, it negates the effects of the Dragon Rulers returning back to your hand with their special summon, so it works great with them, of course. Someone activate, of course, you need it so you can make Stardust Assault Mode. You got Blaster. You can discard them with Flame Guard to pop a card on the field, so that's like an added card to pop back row, or just to pop anything you need. So yeah, I like that. Title, he's just there because he's there, right? There's no water monsters in the main deck that you can use with his effect. If there was, it'd be nice, because that's an extra dump outlet. It's like having an extra Dragon Shrine. Tempest, discarded with a wind type. It's your Rhoda. You can Rhoda into more dragons. Redux with Assault Beast, of course. So I said you can get the Monster Born effect. Slacker Magician. Use it with the 1-star tuners. You can make Slacker Magician stall for the win if you didn't get what you need. Big Eye in case you need to take something. Heliopolis in case you need to destroy a lot of things, and it doesn't target, so that's awesome. And it's a 3,000 beast stick on the skill drain. Black Rose in case you need to clear the field, especially if you try to go for the Dragon Ruler OTK. And of course it's a dragon, so you can banish it for Dragon Ruler. Allow Justice Light Gauge is great against Life Swarms, good against Bujins, Satellas, any light based deck, of course, because he'll get boosted to the point where he could do a good amount of damage. He could potentially be the strongest monster in your extra deck under the right conditions, of course. Crimson Blader helps you against pendulum summoning and special summoning and anything of that nature. Good against other Dragon Ruler decks, you know what I mean? And it's a fire, so you can banish it for Blaster. Colossal Fighter, good defense, and because it's a good defense, especially works on the skill drain. Most people would play a Dark Hole or something, or some type of destruction effect to get rid of it. So it's better they waste it on him than to use it on any of your other good stuff. But also, he gets powered up for warriors in the graveyard, so he could be pretty strong. Light Swarms, they do have warriors, so they could power him up, and Satella Knights are warriors, they could power him up, so he's a really good monster. He can win you duels because he can get strong. So it's always good to be able to get monsters that are strong, especially if your opponent's the reason why your monsters are getting strong. Baron Box is another deck, Samurai is another deck, they can power him up. Anyway, Scrap Dragon helps you pop whatever you need to get rid of off the field that's a problem, whether it be a monster or a spell and trap. And it's a dragon, so you can bash it for the Dragon Rulers. Blackwing Dragon comes in handy against burn decks, of course. That's the only real reason it's in there. It's a dragon, you can bash it for Dragon Rulers. Hot Red Dragon Archfiend, good for when somebody tried to OTK you, or they did nearly OTK you, you have a little bit of life left. You can make a comeback, synchro into this bad boy, and wipe out their field and attack them for 3,000. He's a dragon, you can bash him for Dragon Rulers, obviously. Good guy, Castle. without skill geometry, of course, he'll get his boost effect. So he'll be a 3100 attacker with 3000 defense. And just a big beater, nice little 3100 beater. And he's Earth, so you can bash him for Redux. This is Leo, the Keeper of the Sacred Trees, 3100. Has a decent effect, can't be targeted by opponent's card effects except during main phase 2. He's 3100, you know, beat stick, under skill drain. He's 3100, he's Earth, you can bash him for Redux. And Stardust, so you can make Stardust Assault mode. And he's a dragon, so you can banish him for Dragon Rulers, right? That's the end of the deck profile.